Hi, this is George from Digital High Road. Welcome to our video for today. We're going to be talking about 10 selections I've picked out that are quiz making platforms that most of them are paying platforms that you're going to have to pay for. But I show you the pricing on each and every one of them. And we're going to go through, and I want you to remember that as I do this, we're going to take an inside look at almost all of them. I think there's one I didn't sign up to show you the inside for, but we're going to take a look at an inside look at these quiz making platforms. And I want to remind you that if you haven't already signed up and subscribed to our channel, please do that. Hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I publish a new video to our site. And I want to remind you as well that if you're struggling with your internet marketing business like I was, I found Philip Barrowman, my mentor, and his training. I've got a link down in the description. Just click on that link now that you can get started today on your own online business, that you can build a business that you're finally proud of that will make you money in the long term. And without waiting any longer, let's move on to today's video. I want to provide you with content and show you and share with you 10 resources that are quiz making platforms. Now let's move on.
Let's look first at Survey Sparrow.
So our next quiz app is called Survey Sparrow, and you come here and we're going to sign up for that and we'll walk you through. This is a 14-day free trial. Again, cancel anytime, no credit card required. Okay, so we'll go do that. So I just signed up for a free day trial. What you're going to get is up to 100 responses, classic surveys, chat surveys, bots, unlimited question types, and quizzes. That's what we're interested in right now. So let's add a new survey. What you're going to do here then is, this is what you're going to, the whole thing looks like. Let's do browse classic surveys. Okay, so let's do for template employee surveys, education surveys. Again, this looks like a learning platform for larger businesses. So we're trying to see if this will match our need for creating a quiz, which it will do. We just have to go back here and make it simple. Let's do a restaurant survey. Choose the template, which we did. Now here's your template. And so you just walk through it and you'll be able to create your template. Just want to show you this is an opportunity, an option to look at. Next, we're going to look at SurveyMonkey.
So we're going to look at SurveyMonkey, number 2 in the platforms.
So I've just set up a 14-day free trial for SurveyMonkey. So we come in here, I want to look at first, we'll look at plans and pricing, just to have an idea. Team Advantage, $25 per month. Premier Team, $75 per month. Enterprise, basically, is largely. You got to contact them for the price. So that means price is much higher than $75. $25 per month, you get survey sharing with fine control over who could view and edit, gather all comments in one place. So let's take a look at, we'll go back here, and what we're going to do is create a survey. Start from a template, come in the most popular templates. Employee, let's see, we got here software. Let's do a working from home check-in. It's just an example. How are you satisfied with current work from home? So this is the kind of thing you're going to get here. Now, if close out here, start from a template again, most popular templates, academic research. Again, it's a learning type thing, but we use them for internet marketing. We use them to capture leads. So see if there's any templates here that match up. graphics, education, okay. So I guess you would have to pick one of these and modify it for what you needed it for. You know, here, just for fun. I guess these would work. Small animals, smallest mammals. So these are already made up, so you can see you can use this template. Okay, so we'll do that. Then you come in here and you have all kinds of editing things here. Appearance. So you can edit this survey, this quiz to make it more for what you want. And set it up and then collect responses, send to your opinion. This is a choice you can look at. Once you've set them up, you've got your surveys. And it'll give you the responses, design, collect, and analyze. So that's SurveyMonkey. Let's move on to JotForm would be next.
So the third quiz form is called JotForm. Let's take a look.
So next up is JotForm for Quiz Builder. We're going to sign up with an email that says it's free. We'll be back in a second. So we're back. We signed up for free for JotForm. And what we're going to do is look at the pricing. Look at the pricing. We've got a special 50% off today. Here's the sale on the pricing. We've got the free, which you get 5 forms, 100 submissions, 1,000 monthly form views, unlimited payment submissions, stuff that I don't need, but we need to design sell quiz. So it's $14.50 per month for today, $19.50 per month for go from 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000. This is obviously the gold and silver are more professional. So that's it for the pricing for today, what's being offered. And let's go back to the site, back to JotForm. Okay, so here we're going to create a form. Forms, create a form. Okay, so I'm going to create a form. Start from scratch, use a template. Let's use a template, see what they have. Okay, here's a product order form, registration form, PayPal Pro payment form, customer satisfaction forms, all kinds of forms. Let's see if they have a quiz form. Registration form. That's good for forms, great for forms. They have lots of forms. Okay, so I was going through templates. Very interesting and very nice templates. Here on the side, though, we come down through here, all these type of things. Here's survey templates, questionnaire templates. So let's go to questionnaire templates. 230 questionnaire templates. Now this is all types of questionnaire templates. Favorite things questionnaire. Now these are, again, they're questionnaires though, so I question whether that would work for quiz. Let's look at the survey templates. Customer satisfaction, survey training, patient feedback. Okay, so I guess you could probably find something here that you like and you'd have to modify it. Let's just, for purposes real quick, let's do this event satisfaction survey. Obviously you have a wedding, a convention, event, something like that, and they want to know how that went for you. There's the event satisfaction. I need to put down, let's see if we have editing, form designer. That might be, there it is. Okay. So this form, we can edit all kinds of things here. Color of the page image, form color. But again, it looks like you can't do text. It looks like it's so I would say for quiz, it's probably limited maybe to just the doing it from scratch, because there's a lot of features here, but this isn't matching up. So let's look at this just simply as a suggestion and do it from scratch. Build your own quiz from scratch with JotForm. So let's move on to another one that I find very interesting called Interact. I want to remind you, just a friendly reminder before we continue on with the video, that I love to hear comments and questions from you. Please leave them below the video. Any comments and questions that you submit to me, I'll get back to you personally and relatively quickly within, I would say, before 48 hours is up, to respond to your questions or your comments. And I want to just remind you as well that if you're looking for a way to make a long-lasting, long-term business that's successful, then please click the link below down in the description for great free training to help build your online home business today. So don't forget, click the link down in the description.
Next is number 4 on our Quizmaker platforms.
And we're back. Next quiz builder is Interact. And what we're going to look at, I signed up for a free account and I already created a couple quizzes. Let's look at one of them. This is one that's already pre-done in here. It's take a quiz. So those are shades of green you like the most. Which of the vegetables you want in your garden? Well, we want some cauliflower. Which are the favorite movie quotes? May the force be with you. Let's do May the force be with you. Which of these pets do you like the most? I would say probably people like dogs most. Which dessert would you like the most? Ooh, probably ice cream. And then what's your favorite drink? And everybody likes coffee. Which would you like to go on vacation? A beach. Yes. That's the quiz. An example of a quiz. Let's close out. You can do a poll. Untitled poll. You can edit it. So it took about 25 seconds for this to come up, but you can create your own poll. Edit these whole things out here. And then do your poll settings. And over here you can edit background colors. Make that a little bit lighter. Something a little bit whiter. Yeah. Something like that. Do text. Pick a font. So you can see, but this Interact, you can share and embed your quiz afterwards. It'll give you a code. You can use a pop-up, embed a website announcement bar, set up a Facebook ad, a direct link, share a poll on social media. So Interact is another source of what we're going to look at is one more here called Riddle.
So let's move on to number 5, Quizmaker platforms, Riddle.
Next, we're going to look at Riddle, the Quizmaker. And I want to show you the pricing on this one. And this one's relatively expensive, $29 per month for basic. You can set up a free one, which we'll do in a second to show you the inside. Professional, $49 a month. And for team, which has all the features, obviously, for $199 per month. So again, remember, a lot of these quiz builders are also form and learning formats. So let's look at setting it up for free. And we'll do an email address. We'll do this and we'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back. It took about a minute and 20 seconds to set up a free account in Riddle. So let's go to make my first quiz. You start here, you type a quiz. You want an auto quiz, personality test, opinion poll, personality test, survey, multi-poll, list, journey. These are the templates. Reaction poll, tap find quiz, story, ranked poll. Let's do personality test. So you can do it from scratch, or you can pick one of these templates here. So I was looking for integrations. At first you create the form, second you collect the leads, come in here and you create your form, whatever kind of form you want to have, and everything here. Then the next one is connect. And this will connect you up to Aweber, MailChimp, BlueState, Zapier. That looks like a limited. This is a free account again. So if you like, I use auto response. It obviously won't hook up to auto response. So, but that's the limitations for the free, and that's why we have to go back and probably look at if there's something you wanted and you could get use out of it for your website, for what you're doing for a business, then this would be a resource for you. So look at Riddle as another source.
So coming up, the next two Quizmaker platforms, Google Forms and a thing called ISpring.
So the next Quizmaker is Google Forms. What we're going to do is you go to Google here, and we're going to go to Google Forms. Okay, now we're back in the forms here. We're going to start a form. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the template gallery. Just going to do a drop down here. You can look at different types of forms that you can. It's going to come to education, and you can do a quiz. So you can do a blank quiz. You click on that, and then this will come up here. You can have questions. You can create your questions. No thanks. And then you can have responses. And then you can have total points. Basically everything works from here. Add a video, add an image. But this is basically how this works. You'd have to use Google Forms. And that's it for Google Forms. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so that's it for the forms. Let's move on to our next one called ISpring Quizmaker. And we'll go over that really quick here for you.
Okay, next let's take a look at the ISpring Quizmaker.
So we're going to ISpring, and ISpring, I have the link to it down in the description for the video, and when you come here, the page is going to look like this. Now, if you click free download here, what you're going to get is this page here, and you just enter your information. Now, you can get free download for Quizmaker trial, 14-day trial. Now, there's also another way to do it. Go to products and then the ISpring suite. Now, you don't want the ISpring Learn. This is the major purpose of this whole thing is it's a learning management system, which is far, far more advanced and far, far more than anything you need as an individual internet marketer. This is for like companies to design learning tools and assets that they can use to promote and help their employees grow with the company. So, because what I'll do is I'll show you, you can go to pricing. You can see the pricing is obviously prohibitive and not anything you would even want to even look at. Probably. I mean, maybe depending on the size of your business, maybe if you have a big business, maybe you're thinking bigger than independently, working as a person of your own or one or two people, with maybe a couple of VAs or something like that. But if you're looking for a bigger company, 10, 15, 20, 200, 300,000 employees, this would be well worth the investment. Looks like a very top-notch tool. So what we're going to do is go back here to click here for products, and we're going to come here to the ISpring suite. And then what that's going to do is take you to the same thing. But this is basically try it for free. And then this page here is going to pop up. Now, I already did this, and I already sent my details. And so we're going to move on to the next part and look at what's inside ISpring. So I signed into my ISpring space. I had to label my space certain names I did for Digital High Road. First thing you'll see when you come in is their video here about how to get started. And then after that, we're going to explore the suite. Now, here's what we're going to want to do. So I have to install. So ISpring is installing on my computer. It's downloading right now, the ISpring suite. So as soon as that's downloaded, we'll come back and take a look at it. So my online presence with ISpring, my account came up. Now that it's downloaded, they're getting started here. And they're getting started with ISpring Suite, which is this here. You can click on this.
Online quizzes are
creating quizzes and creating an interaction, creating a simulation, recording a screencast, creating an ebook. This is all resources that they're providing for you. Remember, this is with a 14-day free trial. So if it was something you wanted to look at, you can get 14-day free trial, how to make an online quiz. Now, what I want to show you is we're going to come over here. I'm going to move over. Now, this works in combination with Microsoft PowerPoint. So with PowerPoint, this opened up here. There's a tab here. Usually you have like Design, Insert, Home. It came up as Home. I saw ISpring 10 here. So we click on this, and then this all here. Now, if you want to set quiz up, click on this here. And then it says, welcome to log into my space, which is where. So in combination with the PowerPoint quiz, there's an interaction, basically through the directions of what is being provided. Here's what you're provided here. You're going to begin to create a new interaction. You're going to pick out what you want to do. And remember, this is all after you've signed up for the suite. So just wanted to show you that's ISpring. It's pretty complicated. It's using PowerPoint, but you can get a free subscription for that. So let's move on to the next one, which will be.
So let's move on to our next quiz maker called Typeform.
We're going to look at Typeform for quizzes. And what I want to do is start as what we usually do with pricing. Okay, this is one of the more expensive platforms that are available for quizzes. The Essentials starts with $35 US for 1,000 responses. Again, remember, these are learning platforms as well. So set up for businesses, professional, $35 per month. And this one has, but yet this one can only be billed monthly. This one is $35 if you get paid. They pay them yearly in one shot. So they'll bump it up from 1,000 to 5,000. Here's a list of all the things that it will handle. Then there's also the $70 premium, which we can click on and show you that. Okay, so what we're going to do though is go back. Let's look at the products. So we'll click on Typeform, and it says try it for free. So here we go. We're going to do that, try it for free, and then we'll be back in a second with it. So we just signed up for the free Typeform, and what we get is this here, and press setup. Okay, after about 2 minutes, they used their quizzes on me to get me to move to the point where I needed to know that I could start doing some work. So basically, we come here to template gallery and look for lead generation. Here's lead generation. These are specific to what we're looking for as internet marketers. So let's pick something out here. Digital marketing quiz template. Let's do it. Okay, here's the templates. We're going to use this template and see what happens here. It's my first time here, so hang on. Okay, so here's off. We're going to create a quiz. So have a welcoming message and then walk people through We're going to have to edit things. There's editing here, builder, design, logic, jump, calculator if you need it, email notifications. You got create, and then you've got the connection. You can connect with Google Sheets, Google Analytics, Slack, Salesforce, MailChimp, HubSpot. And you see various different connections in Fusion, Mail, some things and many other things. So anyways, a lot of various connections here. And you can also share it. And you can share standard full page pop-up, slider, pop-over, slide tab, the normal things. And then there's a place where they're going to track it and give you results and give you percentages and all that in time to complete. That's it for Typeform. Next, we're going to move on to SurveyGizmo.
So our next to last Quizmaker is SurveyGizmo.
So next up is SurveyGizmo. And when I look at SurveyGizmo, I go to pricing, and we go to a collaborator, $25 per month, and it's billed annually at $300. So that'd be $300 out of your pocket there. Billed annually, $1,020 or $85 a month. $150 request pricing for enterprise package. Okay, and there's a limited 0 free account. Now, I'm not going to set up a free account on this. This is looks like a very definite promotional, professional type setup here, that more into surveying situations than quizzes. What I'm going to do is just give you this as a resource, something to look at. The next one we want to look at is Crowd Signal.
And the last of our Quizmakers, Crowd Signal.
And Crowd Signal will be next up. Now what we're going to do is pricing for Crowd Signal. There's a start free for questions, surveys, polls, and ratings. Now surveys and polls maybe doesn't mention specifically quizzes, but we'll look at it as a poll or a survey as a possibility. $15, $45 per month, and $29 for the team effort situation. So let's go in here, and what we're going to do is start a free account. Okay, now I want to talk to you about this real quick. The only way to sign up for this was with either Facebook or with a WordPress.com account. Now, I do have some .coms set up, so I used one of my .coms to set up to get in here. So you might have to have something, you might have to set up something you may not want to do, so something to consider. And then I had to say allow them to have access to this .com account. Now I set this .com account up for basically social media, and I really don't use it that much. So I signed up, and here's we go. Let's do a quiz. This will take a look at what they are offering here for you. You can name your quiz. So we'll do test 19 quiz, so today's the 19th. We'll do multiple choice questions. And you can set up your questions, what you want to do. It gives you a format to do that. And then you can set up your style that you want for your page, the type of style. Now back here with the editor, did notice this is where you can add pages. So you add questions and pages by coming through here. Or you can duplicate the one you have and then just edit. Okay, and you can reorder the questions as you go through. Then there's settings. Once you've got it set up, you can go through and change settings here. And then sharing settings. And where you can share it to Facebook or Twitter. And then they have a place where they're going to track your results and help you see what you're getting from your quiz or your poll or your survey. So that's it. Want to share Crowd Signal with you. So you have an idea what that's about. Let's move on to. Just want to remind you in summary of today's video that we've looked at 10 different quiz making platforms. Everything from Sparrow to SurveyMonkey to Google Forms to JotForm, Typeform, SurveyGizmo, CrowdSignal, Interact, ISpring Quizmaker, and Riddle's Quizmaker. So if you got any value from this video today, please like it. Give us a thumbs up on the video today. Don't forget, if you're a first-time visitor, to hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I publish a new video, like today's tutorial or other product review videos I do. Thank you for watching today, and so long.